The Hyundai i10 has long been one of our favourite city cars. Despite first impressions, Hyundai has never been content to let this car be a basic, cramped runaround. Instead, the i10 punches well above its weight, offering almost as much interior space and equipment as more expensive cars in the class above. Let's take a look at the i10's best and worst bits to see the ingredients to what is a very successful recipe. Firstly, let's look at the areas where the Hyundai i10 excels. Space. The i10 was already one of the biggest city cars around, but the latest model has an increased wheelbase, that's the distance between the front and rear wheels, to improve rear legroom. Large rear doors make it easy to get in and out of the car or install a child seat. Big car features. Gone are the days when the highlight of a city car's tech was a CD player. The i10 is packed with technology. In top trims you even get a large touchscreen display and sat-nav, making the VW Up smartphone cradle look rather stingy in comparison. Driving experience. It's not just the tech that gives a big car feel, it's from the way it drives too. A wider stance makes the i10 feel planted on the road, and it doesn't feel out of place on the motorway either. 1 litre and 1.2 litre petrol engines are available, but it's worth spending the extra £500 on the more powerful one, as with 83 brake horsepower it feels more comfortable than the smaller 66 brake horsepower engine during overtaking. Running costs. One thing that has remained small is the cost of running an i10. Economy is comfortably north of 50 miles per gallon, while CO2 emissions of around 100 grams per kilometre mean company car drivers can also keep their benefit-in-kind tax low. And Hyundai's lengthy 5-year 100,000 mile warranty offers plenty of reassurance. So there are the i10's best bits, but as with any car there's always room for improvement, so where does the i10 fall down? Petrol only. It wouldn't have been worthy of note a few years ago, but the lack of an electric option is starting to look like a bit of a drawback. Although they're more expensive, cars like the Skoda Citigo, Fiat 500 and Volkswagen Up are now all offered as EVs. It seems the city car of the future will be electric. Cheap interior plastics. While the i10's interior is impressive for a city car, this is still a model starting at just £12,000. Savings have had to be made somewhere, and that's most evident inside, where some of the plastics are rather hard and scratchy. Sluggish automatic gearbox. Small cars and automatic gearboxes rarely go together, and sadly that's the case here too. While the manual is slick and makes the most of the i10's power, the auto squanders it, making it slower and more expensive to run. So if you don't want to or aren't able to change gear, an electric city car from a different brand is probably your best bet. So there you go, those are the best and worst aspects of the Hyundai i10. It's a practical and mature city car that offers most of the space and features of cars like the Ford Fiesta and Volkswagen Polo, but for a lot less money. Click the link to subscribe and see more Carbuyer videos.